Hey guys, what's going on? I want to talk about the lead leg in the pitching delivery. How it works, what it's going to be doing, and how to get the most out of your hips when you're pitching. And I'm going to show you from what I used to do and what I used to feel when I was pitching. After we get set up with a nice little staggered setup, bent back leg bent, front leg straight closed off, with our weight just inside of our back foot, this leg is going to lift up, right? Now I like to break it down, when I'm teaching it, I like to break it down into 3 parts. But obviously it's not a 3-part movement. It's supposed to be a smooth movement with the front leg in the pitching delivery. However, I break it down into 3 parts. A lift, break the hips, and I call it break the hips. Some people call it a load, some people call it momentum pitching. There's all types of ways you can say it, but I feel like younger guys get the idea when I say break the hips, and I show them like that. So I call it break the hips, and then the leg is going to stay behind the body for a little bit down the mound. So those are the 3 parts I break it into. A lift, break the hips, and leg stays behind the body. Now, it's not an up, down, and out movement. I don't want to be a balance point, come down, and go out, okay? We're not getting any rotational energy when we do it that way, okay? You're going to be throwing with a lot of arm if you're pitching that way. So, what you want to do when practicing this is to try to smooth all 3 parts into each other. So when I'm lifting up, I'm not coming straight up to a balance point. I'm actually lifting into breaking my hips. So I'm loading, okay? So it's almost like when I'm lifting, I'm getting to point number 2 as I'm coming up. So see how smooth that was? It wasn't up, break. It was all together, right? Now, same thing with step number 3. The leg staying behind the body. Now, I think the front leg is related to the body angle, the upper body angle of the pitcher. So a guy who has more of a body angle this way, maybe a lower arm angle guy, when he starts to go down the mound, he kind of leans with his chest a little bit, is not going to be out far with this leg. He's going to be more under his body because it's a counterbalance. Now a guy who is maybe 3/4 or a little bit more overhand is going to be further out because that lets him sit into his back leg, and the leg is a counterbalance to his upper body. Does that make sense? So he's using it to kind of sit and get deeper on his back leg. Okay, because I see a lot of pitchers when they're pitching, I'll act like I'm pitching this way. When they go to pitch, this back leg is too straight. They never get in it. You know, they never get deep on it. You want to have a nice little bend in this back leg so you have something to drive off of. And this will help counterbalance this so that you can sit into this. Does that make sense? So if I'm pitching this way, when I get set up, I'm already setting up. Let me pull my shorts up. I'm already setting up with a little bit of a bend in my back leg. So I already preset that a little bit. But if I'm letting this leg get out this way, after I do steps 1 and 2 with the lead leg, then I can kind of sit into this more. So it looks a little something like this. So you can see how deep of a back leg I have. So it looks a little something like this. And you can see I don't have enough room here to keep going, but you can see how deep I got on this back leg. Let me step down here and see if you can see my leg. You can see the bend at least in my leg when I go. So you can really see how deep I got to get on this back leg because I had the counterbalance of my front leg. What else that does when you leave it down and back this way as I'm going down the mound, is it, at least to me, it feels like I have to open up quicker. I have to open that up. It's almost like a swinging door. I have to go from here to here faster, which helps my back side get through, which increases the speed of my hips, which, if I have good timing with everything else, increases the speed of my pitch. So, I know that's a lot for just talking about the front leg, but if you can think about it and practice it in those 3 movements, and then slow it down and smooth it out to where it's not robotic, where it's all happening together, you're gonna see a difference in the way you're able to leverage your energy going down that mound. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let's talk about this below. Get a little conversation going. Hit that thumbs up. And I'll talk to you in the comments below.
If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and then join the free newsletter at yougoprobaseball.com.